Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I'm a wife and mom of 3. My family and I live in the state of Florida and we're currently working on paying off what started out as $77,000 worth of credit card debt. We now owe under $20,000 in credit card debt. We just passed our 3-year debt payoff anniversary, so we're feeling good and excited to get through this last leg of our credit card payoff journey. It is not the last leg of our debt-free journey though. So today we're going to do my weekly check-in and paycheck budget closeout. This was not a pay week for Brian and I. So this is just, oh no, it was a pay week this week. I'm sorry. We did get paid this week. We had a little bit of rollover from last week. So let's go ahead and get into the transactions and we'll see how we spent every dollar we brought in. So last week we rolled over $105.62. Brian got paid $2,600, which was way more than I was expecting. Somehow, some way, now their bonuses are the first pay period of the month instead of the second pay period of the month. So that was new to us. So this was like the bonus check that I would normally expect at the end of the month. So $2,600 from Brian. I brought in $1,602. I got some gas in my van for $41.36. You may notice my highlighter color is different. I did run out of ink in the other light purple color I was using, so I dug in my stash and found another comparable marker to use instead. So this is the new cars category highlighter. Brian got gas in his truck for $48, finishing up the use of his almost expired Wawa points to get like 30 cents off a gallon. I had a bill for some lab work that I did when I went to my last what do you call it, like your primary care visit, and I just paid out of pocket for it instead of like adding it to our medical debt or anything, because it was only $11.04. So that came out of the medical category. We paid Brian's Tundra payment for $724.56 and my Carnival payment for $696.30. We paid $200 towards our Navy Federal credit card. We got groceries at Walmart and they were exactly $165. The cold snap that hit most of the South the last few days, hit us also here in Florida. So before that happened, I wanted to get the boys some heated blankets. So I ordered 3 heating blankets because the ones they had last year were no longer working. They're just throw size, not even like twin or queen. They were like $30 a piece. So 3 throw blankets that are heated for $89.91. And speaking of heated, so y'all remember a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, our AC went out, right? And I was like, why does the AC always go out in the summer? Like the heat has never gone out in the winter, but the AC always goes out in the summer. Well, guess what happened to us while the cold snap was here? The heat went out. So we were all bundled up. I'm so glad I got these heated blankets because we woke up, it was like Tuesday morning. It was like 50 some in the house and we had no heat. Like I had it on, had it turned up, and it just wasn't heating. The blade outside, the fan, is not turning, but I can hear the motor making noise. So our air service people are supposed to be coming out tomorrow to have a look at it. So hopefully that doesn't cost very much. This air conditioner was brand new. This was a brand new house when we got it, so it's only about 3 years old. And we've had to replace the capacitor, a high pressure switch, and now we're gonna have to see what they say on tomorrow about what's wrong with it now. So hopefully it's nothing too serious, as in expensive. We paid $250 towards our ViStar credit card bill. We paid $20 on our medical bills. Another story, sorry, I have a lot of stories today. So who was it? Was it Candace? In the comments of the last video where I told y'all about the hospital bill, Candace said that I should reach out to them and get like written documentation about the little care payment plan not going through. Like, they know the struggles I've been having with trying to sign up for care payment. And Candace was like, you should get that in writing or whatever. So if they do send you to collections, you have some like documentation. So I did reach out to them, and I told the lady I talked to just that. I was like, can you see like my history? Like, I've reached out multiple times, you know, about this care payment plan, and it's just not working out for me. And she was like, yeah, I do see all of that here. So she did something where she like put a stop on them sending it to collections, and she said she was going to escalate it to a supervisor. I still haven't heard back. That had to be like a week ago that I talked to her now, but she was going to send it up to a supervisor to like get the care payment and them like situated for real is what she said. But I don't know, but I do at least have documentation where I reached out to them via email one time, and that was the time they said they didn't have my social security number. That was time number 2. So I do at least have that, but I hope that they can like for real get it resolved for me, because it's super annoying. All right, on the 8th, I went to Walmart because we got some bills in the mail from the Vision Center from when me and Caleb went over the summer. So while we were there, I got a container of guacamole, and Carter got some candy, and that was $6.60 out of the grocery category. We put $425 into our sinking funds. We earned $37 worth of interest in our high yield savings account, and we transferred that $37 straight to our month ahead savings. I didn't highlight this one. We had our carpet cleaned this weekend. Well, it wasn't even this weekend. It was Veterans Day. I was surprised that they were opened, but I've been thinking about cleaning the carpet for a while, because you guys know I've been taking a day off a week. And you know, sometimes like when I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing that day or what I want to do, I'm thinking about deep cleaning. And when I'm thinking about deep cleaning, I'm like, gosh, these carpets haven't been cleaned in a while. So I kept telling myself I was going to clean them. And then like this weekend, I was like, I'm just going to pay somebody to clean the carpet. So just, it's not really on a whim. I had been thinking about cleaning the carpets for a while, but I was just like, I don't think it's worth how much trouble it would be for me to do 4 bedrooms when they're going to knock it out in like an hour. So that's what we did. We got the carpet cleaned. That was $149. We went to Papa John's. We ate out $53.18. Our light bill came out for $61.07. Bryson's school was having like a donuts with grown-ups thing, but you had to come like an hour before school started to do it. And instead of doing that, I was like, yo, I'm gonna get us some donuts from Dunkin' Donut and bring them home, and we can have them for breakfast before you go to school. And they were like, bet. So it was $14.79 to get a dozen donuts. I got gas in my van today for $42.07. Brian got gas. It was actually on the 11th. And that was just $20 worth. And then our internet bill came out for $17.49. So I don't feel like it was a lot of transactions, but it was a lot of money. So let's dive in here. Something unusual, no egg sales this week. We're barely getting any eggs. We're getting like 3 a day, I would say. 6 every other day. Let me open this up so I can see. I don't think we had any other income. Oh, well, the high yield savings account interest. So after this video, the video you guys are going to see is going to be me setting up my 2026 planner. So I made my own cover. I am doing Happy Planner again. I made my own cover for it and printed out my budget book, this one that I'm using here, and got some tabs for it. So I'm excited to show you guys what it looks like and put it together. So that will be the video that comes out after this video. So the only interest we had was our rollover, Brian's check, my check, and our high yield savings account interest. which is a total of $4,344.62. All right, so he paid Brian's truck for $724.56, my van for $696.30. Our kinetic bill did end up coming out for $61.07. And did I say FPL or kinetic? Well, they both came out. This one was a little less by 1 penny. I was thinking about FPL because I was going to tell you guys, since the weather's been so nice, our use is just so low, and we've been having, even though it's not been hot, it's been sunny, so we've been getting a lot of sun. So I'm excited for our December bill because it's going to be like nothing. We paid the medical bill for $20, Navy Federal for $200, and ViStar for $250. Add all this up really quick. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, me and Brian went to talk to a lawyer about estate planning. So that was an interesting conversation because it was way more expensive than we thought it would be. But we were talking about, you know, getting wills and trusts and durable powers of attorney and something she said we need for the kids because they're minors, like in need of guardians or something like that. I'm not sure what the terminology she used for it was, but let's write that here. So this is stuff that, you know, no one wants to think about, that you don't want to do, but you need to do. So I'm just bringing it up because, you know, we're all getting older. So just putting it on your minds that, you know, if you have assets, children, grandchildren, even if you're, you know, married and you want to protect each other. Brian and I just did PODs on our accounts, which is like a payable on death. So if one of us was to die, the other one of us would get whatever money's in the account, and then we have our kids as backups. Like just doing those little things like that to get prepared for when something happens to you, because it's going to happen to all of us. So writing down like your passwords and login information for your accounts and things like that. I've done that. So we're just working on getting all of our affairs in order. And you guys should be thinking about it too. And start saving now because it's expensive. It really is. Yeah. All right, so let's see how much we spent on our groceries this week. $165 and $6.60, which is super cheap. $171.60 for gas. I feel like we both got gas twice. We did. Woo! $151.43. And then we did eat out. For $67.97. Oh, nothing for the kids. For home, we've got $89.91 for the heating blankets and $149 for carpet cleaning, which is a total of $238.91. Nothing for the chickens. No clothes. Medical was $11.04 for my little blood work. And nothing unbudgeted or for blow money. So $640.95 for variable expenses. And then we put $225 in Christmas and $200 towards the projects for a total of $425. So now we're going to add all this up. Well, I guess subtract it out actually, and hopefully it matches what my tracker says we should have left. And it doesn't. Of course not. This is fun. All right, let's see what the difference is. $12.72, 25, $37. Oh, okay. See, I love it when you can do that and you know what's wrong. You got to put here the savings month ahead, that $37 from the high yield savings account interest. And then that will fix it. 462. All right, so that'll leave 1272, 25. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this weekly check-in and paycheck budget closeout. I hope you guys have had a great week, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend going forward. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.